mission of life. Get your daily balances. Kim Jacobs comes your way. We're here to open your eyes, making your day great and your life even better. Say, oh, daily balance. Get your daily balance. Daily balance. Get your daily balance with Kim.
Hello, welcome to Daily Balance. How's everybody doing today? As most people know, I am a huge advocate of networking. On today's program, we're going to discuss exactly what that means, how it works, and its benefits. You're going to meet 4 leaders dedicated to helping you build your business through the power of networking. The chairman and CEO of Frasier Net is here, Mr. George Frasier himself. Also, the founder of Watchful Network, Mr. Tyrone Smith. But first, representing the ladies in the business world are 2 of my favorites, the chief marketeer of SLD Unlimited, Sheree Demao, and the executive managing director of eWomen Network, Lori Dvorak. Yes, I'm glad you ladies are here. How are you?
Great to be here.
Glad to have you,
Wonderful.
Sheree and
Thank
Lori.
you.
And you know, well, you all don't know, but I'm a part of the eWomen Network with these young ladies, and it is such an honor to have you here on Daily Balance today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for
It's
having
our
us.
pleasure.
You're the managing director, so I'm under your leadership. So
Yes, you are, Kim.
I love being an eWomen Network. Tell us a little bit about the organization.
Well, first of all, I'm very excited to be part of the organization. I've been in it for 5 years, and eWomen Network is the largest women's marketing and networking organization in all of North America. They have over 20,000 members throughout Canada and the United States. And so we have chapters everywhere.
Yes.
I oversee the chapter, the greater Charlotte region chapter
That's
in North
funny.
Carolina. And that's what we're all a part of. And it's just exciting. But it's an opportunity for women to reach out, get connected, and get the support from each other, as well as be representing their businesses at our events.
That's right. And what's the philosophy, so everyone knows, behind eWomen Network?
Well, this is what drew me to the organization, because the philosophy is give first, share always.
Yes.
So when you come to an event and you have your business cards, sometimes, people are ramming them down your throat, or they're just saying, here, this is all about me. But when you and I would meet, I would say, Kim, tell me about your business.
Yes.
How can I help you? Those are the key words. How can I help you?
I should tell everyone that my blessing technically came from a contact at the eWomen Network. That's how I was able, just by sharing my dream and my goals and my visions about being a television talk show host, I met a person during one of the speed round networking sessions, and that person connected me to some great people that used to help with the old Jim and Tammy Faye Baker show, the greatest crew in the absolute world. And now I have a television talk show. At least the crew should clap, right? And I have one of the greatest, I believe, talk shows in the whole world, thanks to this wonderful crew and this vision.
Absolutely. But that's exactly how it happens. It's
Yes.
a success story, and that's how it builds from there.
Sheree, so many phenomenal things about you. I mean, you're part of eWomen Network, but then you're an author of Me, Myself, and Inc.
Yes.
And I definitely want to talk more about that. But what about all of the women that are in this business world today? What are some of your philosophies surrounding that?
Well, I don't think people realize how many women are really in business. There are over 10 million women in business in the United States alone, and almost half of all businesses are owned by women. And women's businesses are growing twice as fast as any other type of businesses. So we are here to stay. There is no doubt about it.
We're not going anywhere.
And one thing that we do extremely well is networking.
Yes.
Absolutely. We are actually teaching men a few things, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's right. That's a high five moment on my show. Finally, the women, we're teaching some men.
We actually have a couple of men come to our events.
Oh, no, you know what?
They sneak
Seriously,
in.
that's the funniest thing in the world.
They
We have
see we've got
eWomen
it.
Network, and then now we have like a few e-men that come. And
We
we're
call
like,
them our emails.
Oh,
Yes.
our emails.
Yeah.
We try to
eWomen
make them feel
emails.
comfortable, right?
Yes, we do.
What do you think some of the benefits are of networking versus just going out on your own?
Well, there's so many.
There's so many
You
things.
start.
Well, I think networking, quite frankly, should be just a way of life.
That's
quite
right.
frankly.
That's
it really should be a way of life because we're trying to create not only a network of influence, but a network of support, a network of resources. It just goes on and on and on.
Welcome back to Daily Balance. My guest is a public speaker, a TV host, a community activist, a mentor, and the list goes on. He is the founder and president of the Watchful Network. Please welcome Tyrone Smith. Hey, Tyrone.
Hello, Kim.
How are you?
Thanks for letting me be
So
here.
glad to have you.
It's great to be here.
You're also a model. I didn't have that on my intro, but you are a model too, huh?
Yes, I am.
You're a man of many hats, huh?
I wear a few.
Yeah. You're so modest. That's so funny. Well, you actually are the founder and the CEO of the Watchful Network.
Yes.
What is that all about?
Well, Watchful Network is a vision and a business networking group that I founded back in 1994 to give back to the community.
Excellent. And you actually have a philosophy that the power of networking is very important. When you talk about that to your organization, what do you share?
I think the power of networking is very important. A lot of times in life, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's right.
And it's important when you build relationships that you build one that can be sustained through mutual relationships. And a lot of things that I talk about when I deal with networking is also the importance of reciprocation as well.
I'm delighted to introduce one of the foremost authorities on networking and building effective relationships, the chairman and CEO of FrasierNet, Mr. George Frasier. Hey, George. High five. We'll start right off with a high five. How's everything going?
Good. Great.
Good. I'm
Good to be
so
with
glad to have you here.
My pleasure.
And you know what? I actually met you, well, for everyone that's around, I met George Frasier about 15 years ago.
Right.
And that was a powerful moment in my life.
Right.
And I really want everyone to know because we had this networking, it was a networking house party type of thing. There was 10 couples in Washington, D.C. And we had one author come in, the author of Success Runs in Our Race.
Right.
And it was George Frasier, you.
Right.
And when you came in and you talked to us regular, ordinary people doing just one job at the time, we were all working our 9 to 5 and going home. We were like, what are we doing? We have to get busy. Life is passing us by. Time is ticking. And here you came in and changed our lives.
Well, it was a very special moment for me. I had just written my book, Success Runs in Our Race, and which really defined networking, specifically in the African-American community. And basically, as I define networking, I believe that networking is the identification and the building of relationships for the purpose of sharing information, opportunities, and resources.
That's right.
And the emphasis on that definition is on the building of relationships and sharing. Why? Because all of life is about relationships.
That's right.
All of life is about working with and through other people. In fact, there is no success that you can attain, sustain, or maintain on your own by yourself in a vacuum. In fact, I believe that the most powerful asset that you will have in the 21st century will not be your computer. I'm sorry, I don't care what you read. It will be your relationships, right? It will be your relationships. In fact, I think the key to success will be directly related to your willingness to ask people for help. And whomever you're asking for help is in fact your network. And as they know and as they go, you go.